Have you ever launched an AI-narrated audiobook? You were so excited and then crickets? You know the book is good, but the sales are just flat and the reviews are kind of meh. Well, today we are going to fix that. We are going to walk through a complete system to turn those AI audiobooks that are just not performing into actual commercial successes. Let's get into it.
So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to uncover the real reason most AI audiobooks just don't connect with listeners. Then, and this is the fun part, we'll talk about how you can become the director of your very own AI narrator. After that, we'll dive into mastering the Amazon algorithm. We'll map out your first 30 days for a killer launch. And finally, we'll look at how to build an audiobook empire that goes way, way beyond just Amazon.
You've spent months, maybe even years, crafting your book. It's your baby. But then you release the audiobook, and the reviews all say pretty much the same thing. Robotic, monotone. It is just a gut punch for any author, right? And it's that exact problem we are going to solve today. So let's just get right to the heart of it. Why? Why are listeners who were excited enough to actually buy your audiobook giving up just a few chapters in? Where is that magic getting lost between the page and their ears? Okay, this slide right here, this nails the core issue. We all tend to focus on what feels easy to fix, right? The cover design, the price point, the keywords. But the real problem, the silent killer that's tanking your sales, is emotional flatness. If the AI's voice doesn't match the emotion of your writing, you lose the listener. It is truly that simple.
So how do we fix this? Well, the good news is you can. It's all about changing your mindset. You're not just clicking export on a file. You are directing a performance. Let's look at how you can actually take creative control and make an audiobook that listeners are going to absolutely love.
So, what even makes an audiobook sound human? Well, it really boils down to these four things. The emotion in the voice has to align with the story. The pacing, it needs to speed up and slow down with the action. The pronunciation of, say, character names and fantasy places has to be perfect and consistent. And you need enough variety in the delivery to keep listeners engaged for hours on end.
And this right here captures the new reality perfectly. Think about it this way. You're not just an author anymore. You are a director. And that AI, that's your star actor. Your job is to get the best possible performance out of it, a performance that truly brings your story to life. So how do you actually direct your AI actor? You do it with style prompts. Just take a look at this. Instead of picking some generic voice, you can give the AI really specific instructions on the tone, the accent, the style. This one sentence can completely transform the entire feel of your audiobook.
And you can get even more precise than that. With a simple tiny inline tag like this one, you can control the emotion of a single word. Imagine a character whispering a dark secret. This little tag makes that moment happen. It's incredibly powerful when you start using it.
And remember, it's not just about what's said, but how it's said. With a prompt like this, you can control the pacing of an entire scene. The AI won't just read the words. It will actually convey that frantic energy of a chase scene or, the slow burn of a romantic moment. You're in control.
All right, you've now created an amazing, emotionally resonant audiobook. Awesome. But now we need to get it in front of listeners. So it's time to talk about how to master Amazon's algorithm so people can actually find it.
Amazon ads are going to be your best friend here. Now, this slide lays out a simple, super effective strategy. Just start with an automatic campaign and let Amazon do the heavy lifting for you. After a week or two, look at the data. See what search terms are working, and then launch a manual campaign targeting those winning keywords and even your competitors' book pages. As you run your ads, you're going to want to keep an eye on your ACOS. Now, that sounds like a scary acronym, but it's just a fancy way of saying how much you're spending to make a sale. A good target to aim for is somewhere between 30 and 50%. But hey, don't worry if it's higher at the beginning. You're buying data and building momentum, and that's a really good investment.
But remember, ads are only half the battle. You also need to optimize your books page for organic search. The free traffic. This checklist shows you exactly how. Put your keywords in your title and description. Use all 7 of those keyword slots. And here's a pro tip. Pick some really specific, niche categories where you can easily become a bestseller.
Okay, this next part is so important. The first 30 days of your audiobook's life are pretty much make or break. Amazon's algorithm loves momentum, so we need to give it a big push right out of the gate. Here's how we're going to do it. This timeline is your playbook for the first month. Before you even launch, send out advance review copies, or ARCs, to get those crucial early reviews. Then, on launch day, hit your email list and fire up those Amazon ads. For the next few weeks, you got to keep that momentum going with promotions and outreach. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay, so you've conquered Amazon. Fantastic. Now it's time to build your empire. Because look, relying on just one platform is always going to be risky. To really maximize your income and your reach, you've got to go wide. Let me show you what I mean. And this is why going wide is so unbelievably important. Just look at these numbers. When you sell through a big retailer, you get to keep about a third of the price. But when you sell direct from your own website, you can keep almost all of it. We're talking like 95%. That is a complete game changer for an author's career.
So where else can you sell your audiobook? Well, the possibilities are pretty much endless. A service like Findaway Voices can get you into dozens of stores, including Apple and Spotify. You can sell directly on Google Play. You can even get your audiobook into libraries through Overdrive. And of course, the big one, sell it directly from your own website and keep nearly all the profit.
So, as we wrap all this up, I want to leave you with this one question to think about. Is your AI narrator just reading words off a page, or is it truly telling your story? Because at the end of the day, that difference is what will make or break your audiobook. And the best part? The power to decide is in your hands.